Hello, it is Wednesday and I'm doing a Wednesday vlog today. I just got off work. It was really good today. We had baby story time, 3 story times in a row. One of the babies had his birthday today, so this family brought cupcakes and like little egg shakers to give to everybody in the class. It was really cute, and I'm like, it was just cute that they came to story time today and brought cupcakes for everybody, because it's like a lot of these babies have been coming, for a while, and people are starting to get to know each other, and so just really special. We sang happy birthday. It was just really fun. And the classes were all good today. We had 3 in a row, like I said, and not too big, which I really like. So yeah, it was just a good morning. And anyway, it's kind of cloudy and windy, and I think there's like a chance of storms or sort of severe-ish weather. I don't really know. I need to look at the app. I know it's supposed to be super hot tomorrow. But anyway, right now my plan is to stop by Starbucks and get some drinks for me and John, and then go home and just chill for a minute, and then hopefully go ride tonight. But we'll have to see what happens with the weather. Fingers crossed for riding. I've been home for a little over an hour. I had my lunch and drank my coffee, and I got under a blanket, and I've just been like about to fall asleep. I was looking at TikTok for too long. So I feel like I need to get up and do something, but I'm so tired right now. I'm always so tired on Wednesdays. Wednesdays just take a lot out of me because it's the start of the week and I have those 3 story times. That's a lot of, expending a lot of energy being on for a story time. So, but I think I'm going to get up in a second and do something. I don't know what I want to do. I can do anything, whatever I want to do. I don't have laundry to do. I gave myself one task for this week, like my goal that I was for sure going to get done this week, which was to get a babysitter for the cats because we're going on a trip in the nearish future. I don't know. But anyway, I needed a babysitter for them. And so I got that lined up yesterday. So now it's like, I don't have any responsibilities. I don't have to do anything because I did my goal. Even though there's probably other things I could do. Just been keeping an eye on the weather. It's cloudy. I don't think it's going to rain, but it kind of looks like it could. So I need to probably check before I head over to the barn, because we're close enough to the barn now that usually the weather there and the weather here are about the same. But every now and then, a storm cell could pass over there but not be passing us. And double check on that. But yeah, I don't know. That's basically it. I need to find something to do. Actually, I thought of something I want to talk about, and maybe I can get some help from my viewers. I know I don't think I have that many viewers, and I usually don't get comments, but I'm in a reading slump right now, so I could use some recommendations if anybody has anything that sounds good to read. And I went through the same sort of thing last year, probably around the same time. I just got into like a reading slump in early summer, and last year I got pulled out of it by Riley Sager. I read all of Riley Sager's books like within probably a 2 or 3 month span, and so I don't have any more of those, but that really got me out of my reading slump, and then I was reading a lot more. And then earlier this year, I kind of had another smallish slump, like near the holidays, which makes sense because I wasn't reading as much. But I really got back into it by reading the Pretty Little Liars series, starting in like January. And that really got me reading a lot at the beginning of this year. I've read 10 books this year so far, which I know isn't a ton, but it's pretty good, I feel like. But lately, I've just kind of been like not liking what I've been reading. I've been checking out things, but then I don't finish them, and I have to return them before I get to finish them because I just can't get into it. Also, the last couple of books I read were not very good. Just not good. Like, they were kind of, I don't know how to explain it. I read a cute little rom-com called Something to Talk About, and it was literally the slowest slow burn I've ever read. Like, it was so slow. And it was like slow for bad reasons. Like, there were miscommunications that happened, and if people had just talked to each other like adults, there wouldn't have been an issue. And then I don't really like romance books too much, and so I didn't love it, but it was just something different because I do read a lot of suspense. So anyway, but it was just such a slow burn, and not even a slow burn. It was like a slow fizzle or something. I don't know. There was nothing going on, and a lot of the drama was like could have been solved if people just had a conversation with each other. That's irritating to me. I don't like it. I hate that whole trope where it's like there's a miscommunication and everybody gets mad and nobody ever talks about what happened, and like, why don't you just talk about what happened? So anyway, I didn't love that. And then I read a book called, what was that one called? Before She Knew Him. I think that's what it was called. by Peter Swanson. And I didn't love that. And that one just had like, again, another like sort of trope thing that I don't like, that I think we should be past, like, as a society. They use like the split personality thing as like, oh, he has a split personality, that's why he kills people, blah 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 blah. And it's like, that's, people with multiple personality disorders aren't automatically going to be murderers. And I think it's like, I just think it's wrong to use that as like a way to explain the situation and be like, oh, this is why he's like that. And the book itself just wasn't very good. The characters are really annoying. There was not a lot of character development. And like, you could tell that the main character was written by a man. You can usually tell when the you know, at least I can usually tell when a woman character is written by a man, because she's doing things that a regular real life woman would probably not do. So anyway, I didn't love that. And then did I read anything after that? I think that's one of the last things I read, because then I just sort of got into a slump after that. And I've tried to read a couple different things. I tried to read The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. I know that one's like really kind of popular and blowing up right now, but I just couldn't get into it. I kind of was getting into it, and then I just was like, I was just having a hard time. And so I had to return that because there were holds on it. And then I was reading a different one called The Sanatorium, and that one was pretty good, and I was actually liking that quite a lot. And it was kind of scary and just different, and I don't know, the main character in that one was a detective, so it's like not just some random woman who's like trying to figure out what's going on. This person was a detective. But again, I just couldn't get into it too much, and then I ended up having to return it also. So anyway, I'm in a reading slump. I would love to be reading something right now. That would be a nice way to relax, but I just don't have anything that sounds good. So if you have anything that sounds like, you know, something like suspenseful and scary, but not too scary, but like kind of scary, like a thriller, that sort of thing, some sort of mystery, I really like those. So, and I've read like all of Ruth Ware, all of Riley Sager, quite a bit, honestly. I've read a lot from lots of different authors, but if you know any good ones that you think I should read, just leave a comment. I'm not counting on a lot of comments because I know that's not really what happens, but if you know something, say something. I would love to know. All right, so clearly I've changed. I'm in riding clothes because I'm going to go head out to the barn. It's just about 4. It's earlier than I normally would, but it's only in the 80s right now. Like high 80s, but that's so much cooler than it could be. So I just thought I might as well just go. And that way I can come home and have dinner with John and not have to like, we can eat together. Because normally if I go around like 6, he would eat while I'm there. So anyway, yeah, and I'm wearing these pants that I haven't worn in a while. Like, they're just like pull-on tights situation, but I kind of forgot how comfortable they are. So we'll see how that goes. They are getting kind of worn out. Actually, I don't know if you can really see that. You might be able to. They're a little old, but I still like them. Hi, Pie. Oh my God. Back home and I'm with John and we're about to go walk around in the neighborhood, because if we don't do it now, I don't think we're going to do it today, and we need to because 5K is coming up still. So yeah, so John's about to get changed because he's in work clothes, and I'm just going to wear this, and I've got shorts on now. So yeah.
No, this is what I'm running in.
John's crazy. Anyway, I have something else that I needed to say about the topic of book suggestions that I was talking about earlier. And I remembered this while I was driving home from the barn because, oh, by the way, the barn was really good. I don't think I said that. Navigator was good. It was nice that it was not too hot. So yeah, it was just a nice time. But my phone was in my pocket. I wasn't able to get it out easily. And there were other people around, so I just didn't vlog very much. But anyway, back to the book thing. So I don't know if you've ever heard the song No Body, No Crime by Taylor Swift. If you haven't, you should listen to it. It's a really good like story song. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. It's a story. Anyway, I would love a book that is like that story, but as a book. So if you know one, if you know what I'm talking about and you know a book like that, let me know, because that's like what I really would love to find. And I've Googled it before, and somebody else has actually searched that question. But anyway, I would love some more suggestions if I could find some more. Because one of the books that was recommended was by Peter Swanson. And as I said before, I didn't like the book he wrote very much that I've already read. But anyway, I'm going to give that one a try probably, see if it's kind of like the song. But if you know one that's like No Body, No Crime, let me know, because I would love to know. I know that's a weird request, but like from the first time I heard that song, I was like, this needs to be a book or a movie. But anyway, yeah, so I gotta get my shoes on. We're gonna go do our exercise. And then do you know what is tonight? It's the new episode of Obi-Wan Kenobi on Disney Plus. We've really been enjoying all of the Star Wars series. I think I've said this before. I'm not that big of a Star Wars fan. I feel like I'm a pretty casual Star Wars fan, but all of them have been so good. And this one's good because Ewan McGregor's in it. Even though he's old, he's still really good looking. And Hayden Christensen, but he looks like Darth Vader so far. Maybe there'll be a flashback, but so far he just looks gross, no offense. But it's just a really good show anyway. It's like I'm just getting more backstory, and I love backstory about things. So anyway, that's going to be tonight. I don't know what we're having for dinner. I'll probably let you know after we get back. All right, clearly there's been a change of scenery. I'm in pajamas. I washed my hair. Kind of. I just sort of rinsed it. And John's right here next to me. We did our run. We did about 2 miles in a half hour. So I feel like that's pretty good.
Pretty good pace.
So that means we can definitely do a 5K, I think. Probably. I'm super tired now, and I'm ready to eat dinner. I know earlier I said if I went to the barn early, we'd be able to eat dinner together, but I told John to eat while I was taking a shower, and I'm about to eat mine while he's in the shower. So yeah, it didn't work, but that's okay. We'll still have our shows to watch when he gets out, and yeah, that's all I know. I'm making ravioli right now.